Aloha, my name is Megan. I'm here at Body Alive Yoga in Maui, Hawaii. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Today our video is going to be a short clip about stretching and opening the front side of our body. Last time we talked about when we sit down a lot and we do all the activities of daily life, we get pretty tight in the front side of our body. The front of our shoulders and the front of our hips get really tight. So it's important, in addition to strengthening the back side of our body, which we talked about last time, stretching the front side so that we're reclaiming the length in the front side of our body, and so that we can stand tall and have full strength and mobility in our hips and shoulders. So today we're going to do a short little sequence that's going to help us with that. So all you need is a yoga mat, and we're going to start by setting our feet about hip width apart. So you're going to take your feet about hip width apart and bend your knees a little bit. So we're going to start by moving our hips back. So we're hinging at the hip so that when we fold over, we keep our spine nice and long. We don't fold over by just rounding our back and dropping forward. So you'll place your hands on your legs and you're going to move into what we call in yoga cat and cow. So we're going to come into the cow position, is dropping our belly down, lifting our chest, lifting our chin as we take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to lift your belly up and round your back. So you're arching your back like a cat. Inhale, moving your hips back. And exhale, lifting your belly and rounding your back. So we want to go slow and stay always within your pain-free range of motion. So we'll do a few more, getting a little warmth and movement in our spine. Inhale, arching. Exhale and round. Two more. Breathing in. And then breathing out. And then we'll use the last one to stretch our chest forward. And then lift and round, pushing into your feet and slowly standing yourself up. So you're going to keep your feet hip width apart, and it's going to turn so you can see me. And you're going to roll your shoulders back so that your palms face forward. You're going to drop your chin down. And then we'll take our head from side to side. So another area that tends to get really tight is the upper part of our back and our neck and shoulders. Because when we sit, we tend to round forward and our head moves forward, so your neck muscles get really tired. So you're going to take your head a couple times, side to side, pushing down into your feet so you're working your legs, breathing, and we'll go one more time. And then coming back up. We'll lift your head back up to the middle, and then we'll take our hands out in front of us. You're going to interlace your fingers and interlace your thumbs. So you're going to bring your hands closer towards you and then flip your palms away from you. You're going to take your hands up over top of your head and then tuck your chin in. So you imagine that you're trying to grow your neck. So you're growing your neck up towards your hands. And then pressing your hands up towards the ceiling, going within your comfortable range. There's no need to lock your elbows. You can keep your elbows soft. Take another breath. And then exhale. All you're going to do is take your hands to the back of your head. So it's kind of like you're kicking in at the beach, you're relaxing, you're pressing your head back towards your hand and tucking your chin in a little bit. Here we're going to engage our belly and press our elbows back slightly. And then dropping your chin in a little bit, making sure it feels okay in your neck, so you don't need to go very far. All you're doing is trying to draw your belly in and draw your lower ribs back. And press your head back a little so that you're not sticking your tail out and flying your ribs forward. You're really working to stabilize from your core. And then we'll step our feet together. You're going to keep your feet glued together and then lean over a little bit to the side, reaching your elbow up, looking up towards your elbow, and then coming back up. And then leaning over to the other side, lifting your elbow, coming back up. So what we're doing now is stretching the side of our body and our chest and our shoulders, pushing into your feet and reaching high with your elbow. And then coming back to the middle. Let your arms down, dropping your arms down beside you, rebend your knees, and then do a few of your cat and cow just to release any tension that might be in your back. So say 3 or 4, however many you would like to do. And then you're going to stack yourself back upright. You're going to do the same thing. You'll cross your hands, you interlace your fingers. This time your left thumb is on top so that you're doing the opposite interlace. And then we'll take our hands towards us, flip your palms away from you, and press press your hands towards the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, you can draw your shoulders down and press your hands a little higher. Only within your comfortable range and not to the point that you feel like you're locking your elbows, just enough to be pushing your hands up and your feet down. So we'll relax our chin down and draw your belly in. Breathing in, as you breathe out, pressing your hands up. If it's comfortable, you can lift your chest a little bit higher and look up towards your hands while you're pressing down into your feet. So you're still working your legs and pressing up through your hands. And then drop your chin back down, and we'll go back to the elbows, wide up towards the sides, your hands on the base of your skull, and then relaxing your chin down, gently pressing your shoulder blades down and pressing your elbows back. And then we'll try again. So you're going to move your hips to the side, taking your elbow up. Really push down into your foot and see if you can move your hips over and your elbow a little higher. So you're stretching all the way up the side of your body, right from your heel to your hip, to your armpit, and to your elbow. So you're getting a stretch in the side of your body. And then come up. Breathe in, and then breathe out, moving your hips over, lifting your gaze. So that keeps you from rotating down towards the ground. It keeps you rotating open towards the wall in front of you, so your chest is nice and open, and then we'll come back up. And then release your hands down, dropping your chin down again, and then you can do a few more if you want to relieve your neck, a little bit more if you're feeling tension in your neck, or even trying dropping your ear to one side and then turning your gaze down. The position of your head has a great impact on your neck, both on the sensation of stretch and the sensation of effort. So it's really important that we learn to put our head back on top of our shoulders. When we move our head forward, it's a lot of load on your neck, and so it's really important that we're starting to become posturally aware at your desk. So a great way to do that is to find something that happens throughout your day a lot. Maybe when you check your email, or you answer your phone, or you leave your desk, you think, okay, tapping into my posture, pressing down into my feet, lengthening up through my legs. If you're sitting down, you can press into your sit bones, and we start to lengthen right up the center of your body. So you lengthen by lifting your belly, your chest, and the top of your head, imagining one piece of your hair or your ponytail being pulled up towards the ceiling, so that we're moving towards stacking ourselves right on top, joint on top of joint, as opposed to kind of letting things stick out all over the place. We're stacking our joints, so we're maintaining a neutral position. It's an efficient way to carry ourselves. It feels a little strange at first because it's like a little out of our norm, but eventually it'll start to feel more normal, and then we'll have more freedom in our neck and shoulders and a little more strength in our arm and shoulder muscles because we're in a neutral position. The last thing we're going to do is a stretch for your hips, and in particular for the muscles on the front of your hips. Your psoas, your quadriceps, and even your belly can get really tight when you sit for a long time. So the last thing we're going to do is turn into the side so you can see me, is place your hands on your hips. It's kind of a variation of a lunge position. You're going to bend your knees a little, and then stepping back with one foot. So you step your foot back as far as you can, landing just the ball of your foot. So we're thinking again of maintaining our upright position. So you're upright by lifting the front of your hips up. If we're tipping forward, and then we get compression in our lower back. So we want to think of lifting the front of your hips and your belly and your chest. And all you're going to do is take your arms out to about 90 degrees. So you're going to have your arms out to the side, which is a great way to stretch the muscles of your chest while strengthening the muscles of your upper back. So we'll stay there for a few breaths. And then we'll take our hands down, bend your back leg, step forward, and then we'll go to the other side. So we will bend our knees a little, and then step back with your leg. You come up. Make sure your knees are comfortable. Your front foot will be lined up with the long edge of the mat, and your back foot is lined up with your hip. And then we'll draw in with our belly, drawing our tailbone down, so our belly and chest can lift up. And then we'll take our arms back out to the 90-degree position. See if you can draw your shoulders down away from your ears as you lift up to the top of your head. So you're literally trying to grow yourself longer with every breath. And then after maybe 8 or 10 breaths, we'll step out. Step your foot forward, bending your knees a little bit. The last one is a really nice stretch for the back of your legs and the front of your shoulders. So we're going to come into a forward fold. So you'll press your hips back as you dive yourself forward, Again, a nice way to release the tension in your lower back. Shaking your head out. So here we want to have the weight forward in the front of our feet. In particular, the balls of your feet and your toes. By pushing them down, this engages the muscles on the front of your legs, your quadriceps, so that the muscles on the back of your legs can stretch. Really let your head drop. Important that let your head drop so you're looking almost like you're looking at your belly button. Because if I don't do that and I'm trying to look forward, see how my neck just jammed up and got lost. So you're really letting your head be heavy. You can shake it a little bit. If this feels like your hands start to go numb or tingly, then let your arms down and you can drop them towards the floor, and even hold on to your elbows and really let your head be heavy. Maybe 8-10 breaths, and then bend your knees a little bit. Strong legs, strong feet, and coming all the way up. Come up slowly if you get a little lightheaded, especially if it's hot or you're tired. Take a couple breaths to get up. And then you can seal it all up by letting your arms come back by your sides, closing your eyes, and reconnecting to your breath. So it's important that you are comfortable within these movements. So if you want to adjust them a little bit by bending your knees a little bit more, or letting your arms relax, following them as general guidelines. But feel free to email me if you have any questions. Our email is bodyaliveyoga@gmail.com, and our website is bodyaliveyoga.com. And we have lots of information on our blog, and we're posting YouTube videos all the time. So please subscribe to our channel, and we will be happy to share more information with you about yoga in the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will be in touch soon. Aloha!